All right, let's start today off by having a little review of everything that we covered in the Catechesis yesterday.
Okay.
All right.
Yesterday we said that the church is like a...
Hospital.
Correct, very good, a hospital. Now can you tell me, what illness does it cure? You're 100% correct, the illnesses of the soul. Fantastic. Yesterday we also said that in the church there is a captain, and we call the captain the...
We call him the Pope.
Yes, the Pope, very good. And we said that the first Pope, the very first captain that Jesus appointed, was named?
Peter.
Yes, Peter. Wow, you know all the answers to the questions. You're so smart. I might even say that you're smarter than St. Peter himself.
Yes.
Especially me.
You know, I really love that Jesus decided to choose Peter. Do you know why I like it so much? It's because Peter was not the smartest in his class.
Really?
He was not the smartest.
Yeah?
Nor was he the kindest.
Uh-huh.
Nor the most handsome, nor the youngest, nor the strongest, nor the richest.
So then what?
But rather, he was the complete opposite.
Huh?
You see, Peter, he was a fisherman. And as a fisherman, like other fishermen, he knew a lot about sails, about nets, about boats, about different fish, about the waves of the ocean and the winds. So when it comes to things like hospitals and sick people, he didn't know anything about that at all. And yet, Jesus didn't care about any of those things. Peter was a bit on the rough side, yes, and Jesus knew it very well. He had a bit of a temper and would get very angry. And he also had a sword.
Oh, what a fright.
Now, before you get any ideas, he wasn't exactly using that sword to carefully shave the hairs that are sticking out of his nose, or maybe to trim his long fingernails. Oh, no. We don't have to play dumb. We all know exactly what swords are used for. Even Jesus knew about it. And still, he didn't even care. You see, Peter was very slow when it came to learning things. Jesus had to repeat them to him 1,000 times.
Just like my mother with me.
And even that, believe it or not, still didn't matter to Jesus either.
Well, my mother does care. A little too much.
And although Peter always acted tough in life, walking around like a big show-off who feared nothing, there was this one day even this big tough guy was afraid to publicly acknowledge that he was Jesus' friend.
And what did he say?
Well, let's see. Yes, I know him. Well, I know who he is, but we're not friends like that. What I'm saying is that we're not really friends. No.
And that, to Jesus, he didn't care about something like that either. I know what's going through your mind right now, so what did matter to Jesus, and what made him choose Peter to be the captain above all the others?
Well, why?
Well, the answer to your question is,
What's the answer?
because out of everyone, Peter was the one who truly acknowledged that he was a sinner without any excuses.
Oh.
And Jesus thought, that's perfect. That is exactly what I was looking for. I choose you, and you're going to be the best captain of this team. Because Jesus' church is not some exclusive club meant only for the good and the perfect. It's not a hospital for people who are in a healthy condition. It's not an association of very smart thinkers who have all the answers, nor is it a family made up exclusively of beautiful and attractive people. But rather, it's a hospital for all those who are broken and sick in their soul. A hospital built for all the sinners, just like Peter was. One day, Jesus discovered that the apostles were having a very heated argument among themselves, all trying to figure out who was going to be the most important one.
I'm clearly the most important one because I know the Bible completely by heart. Well, I'm more important because I've personally seen many more miracles than any of you. I'm the most important because I was born and raised in the same town as Jesus. Well, I'm clearly important because I happen to be able to speak 37 languages.
Do you know what was Jesus' response to them? So you all really want to be important, right? Well then, whoever among you wants to be considered the first and the most important should make himself the last. The one who is the most important one should be the greatest servant of others. And without saying another word, Jesus went and got a towel, got down on his knees and began to wash their feet.
You.
Probably had some stinky feet.
Then Peter, absolutely shocked by what's happening, said to Jesus,
How can you, Jesus, wash my feet? No way. I won't have it.
and Jesus looked at Peter and answered him, Peter, if I do not wash your feet, you will never be able to enter the kingdom of heaven. Through this, Jesus wanted to teach Peter that to enter the kingdom of heaven, we must first learn to be truly humble. Jesus would never ever separate from us, even if we think he would, maybe because we're dirty, because we're sinners, or because we sometimes behave badly. No, he never leaves us. We are the ones who decide to separate ourselves from Jesus. When we think things like, I don't ever need God to help me with anything. I am fully capable of saving myself. And that is exactly why First Communion is so incredibly important, as well as the second and the third, the fourth, the fifth. all the communions of our life. Because just as we wash and take care of our bodies every single day of the year, or for some, at least every week, we also receive Jesus deep inside the very soul of our being, each and every week of our life without exception. The task I have for today, given that we've been talking so much about the topic of service and cleanliness. So what do you all think about doing something special? And maybe serving the people in our family by cleaning everything around the house with joy and with a whole lot of love. Clean everything we see that makes it feel a little dirty at home, so it becomes shiny and spotless.
Yay!
Bye.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you next time.